Thank you, Tom. The race for D.C. mayor continues to heat up as the three candidates faced off in another live debate this evening. But will it be enough to energize voters? Rachel Scher has more on the highlights of tonight's debate. Rachel?
Yeah, good evening, Morris. You know, it was the crowd at tonight's debate that kept things interesting. Things got so hostile at one point, the moderator threatened to end the debate early.
Okay.
Chanting, booing, and one member of the audience even stood up and began yelling directly at Muriel Bowser. At one point, the moderator, Bruce Johnson, threatened to end the debate early.
Do we want to continue?
But all three candidates agreed the show should go on. They answered questions over legalizing marijuana, education reform, school boundaries, public safety, and finding shelter for the city's homeless population.
In a Bowser administration, we won't replace D.C. General with another big shelter that doesn't work.
Independent candidate David Catania, who's been criticized for being insensitive at times, worked hard to show voters a more personal side.
My own mother was in a situation very similar, I think, that many people find themselves in the city. She was orphaned at 16 and didn't finish the 10th grade.
Another highlight over the so-called shadow campaign against current Mayor Vincent Gray on the eve of the Democratic primary. The moderator asked the candidates how they felt the U.S. attorney handled the investigation over illegal fundraising.
The timing looked awfully suspicious.
Well, I think Mayor Vincent Gray was unfairly treated by my two former colleagues on either side of me.
Muriel Bowser was less sympathetic, and after criticizing both her opponents for their former affiliation with the Republican Party, she had these choice words for Catania, who once suggested she was a puppet for her own party in a campaign ad.
I am proud of my Democratic roots, and you should be too.
Ms. Bowser, if I could follow up on that.
And I am very resentful, in fact, of my opponents who make fun of it.
And Carol Schwartz got a lot of laughs tonight. When asked what her favorite place was in Ward 8, she responded, the Players Lounge. I was just there last week. Morris.
A lot of fireworks, it appears. Thanks, Rachel.